James, do you get ants where you're at?
No. I
Oh,
don't want
man.
to talk about it because I'm pretty sure they can hear me, and if they hear me start bragging about how this place is so nice with no ants, they're all going to be here.
Oh, man.
My last 2 apartments, I did have ants, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare.
Yeah, I got ants
But
at the wazoo right now. Well,
I'm
not
sure you've done a whole
anymore.
bunch of stuff, but one of the many things that I found helped was lighter fluid and fire. No, just putting salt at their entrances and things, like along their path, putting salt.
Well, I'm going a step farther, and I'm actually like caulking and painting any orifice that they're entering through. I've got them. I started on the floor. You know, they're coming in through the floor. I'm on the second floor, and you know, I started with all the hippie stuff, throwing cinnamon around, and
I was gonna suggest that too.
yeah, and now I'm to the point where I'm painting and caulking and spraying this chemical. It gives me a headache every time I spray it, but you know, I got to do what you got.
That's how you know it's working.
Yeah. So now I haven't seen them in like a couple of days, and I saw some coming like near my plates, and I was like, why? Where? And I like saw another one. I followed them around, and they're running. They're coming in from the ceiling, a little tiny crack in the ceiling, and then walking along the ridge of the ceiling all the way over to my kitchen.
Those bastards.
Yeah, so I sprayed it. Now I've got to, I guess, caulk the whole seam up there.
You know what it is, though, at least in my experience, is when it rains or there's a change in the weather like that, I think it's like another like sound of an alarm to get inside Morgan's apartment. And it did just rain a couple days ago. So this has been
going on for months.
Even in the driest of times?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been fighting them. Do they have ants in England?
Yes, we have ants in England, yes.
They call them buggeroos.
We, well, I haven't had a major problem with ants, although there's a lot of them out in the backyard, as it were. And sometimes they get in, but they're just climbing in through the doorstep. Kind of
I wouldn't be surprised if you guys called them like Berkshire soldiers, and everyone just knew that they were Berkshire soldiers.
No, they're just ants. But I just put some ant powder down.
Keep your British secrets.
That took care of them.
Your little nicknames. We know you have them.
Consistent. Define consistent, Dark Page. Consistent as in we've streamed for 3 Mondays in a row, or consistent as in we're late again for this 3rd Monday in a row?
I think it's a good time to announce that we won't be having fan mail next week.
Yeah.
We won't be having fan mail next week, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
This is for 2 reasons, because since we're doing announcements. One, where's James? Where are you going, James? James is going away.
I'm going first to Chicago, and then I'm driving north of the wall where the wildlings live.
Canada?
Canada. Well, it's actually, technically, it's not north of the wall. We're going to be touching the wall, but we're in Marquette, Michigan, and that's where the wedding's going to be. And I don't think I've ever been that far north in the United States.
You're going... Wait, what? Where have you been farther north?
I guess I've been farther north. Well, I was in Toronto once, and that might not even be as far north, because Toronto's pretty south of, like, the south side of Canada. But I've been to Alaska, so I guess, but that's not the continental U.S. It's so far, I don't want to drive up to Marquette, Michigan. It's going to take like 10 hours.
It's 10 hours from Chicago?
Uh-huh. And
I didn't even think there was 10 hours worth of driving between Chicago and Canada.
Well, certainly not worth of driving. But there's some redeemable pockets.
Redeemable
You're
pockets.
A redeemable pocket.
Yep.
I've never heard something being described as a redeemable pocket before.
Oh yeah, Danny, look at your beard. It's coming in thick. Did you just ferment this? I've never seen your hair so dark.
Yeah, man. Got the whole thing going.
Did you? You hit it with the sauce?
Yeah, of course, man.
Hell yeah. This dude is trying to pick up chicks. This dude is all about pick. Wait, what?
Video games, hopefully, in Japan, in Germany. But
as soon as I mention chicks, he starts talking about Japan. Interesting.
Let me take a look at this.
Figured me out.
This beard.
Oh, look, even
Oh,
James.
I do see it now.
Oh, look, James has
James,
got glasses too.
What is this?
I have to use my glasses if I'm going to see that beard, and it looks absolutely
James,
fantastic.
Wait,
What?
Thank you.
did you get these to mock me?
To mock you, I need them. I need them pretty bad.
Why are they like the same exact glasses as mine? What's going on?
What do you mean? They're not the exact same. They're
To be honest,
like the
we're
same
all
glass.
wearing the exact same fucking glasses.
What are you talking about?
We're all wearing the
When they
exact
do
same
it-
glasses. We're all
It's
wearing
just
nerd
black frame.
lenses.
I mean, it is the best. I'm gonna get new ones soon. You guys let me know what kind of glasses
Why have
we
you
should
got-
get next.
Whoa, slow down. He's just.
Well, sometimes if I need to see something near, I've got the ones
Oh,
that are
yeah.
0.75.
You did wait instead of springing for the bifocals, you got 4 pairs of glasses.
one for every two. Yeah, he's like. Imagine the scene, right? Like he's trying to wave Erin away on a train, like she's going away for a long time, right? And as she gets further away, waving as she
He's
goes,
gonna
he's
pull
going
them
to
off, pull
constantly
them off.
switch the glasses so he can keep her in focus.
It's not funny, guys. I have two different eyesights, right?
Why did
For
you get
near-
the bifocals? We talked
For
about
near
this.
and for far. It was way more expensive. So what I
They're
have,
getting 4 pairs of glasses.
I got a deal. Every two, I got buy two.
Buy one, get one free. So you bought 2 glasses and
It
got
was
2
buy
free.
one get one free. So I got 2 of each kind. So one's for seeing like up close, like the beard, and the other's for
Wait,
seeing
buy
at
2
a
get one free.
distance.
2 free ones.
Yeah.
So you have
And
6
then-
pairs of glasses.
No.
No, he bought 2 and he got the other 2 for free. I think is what he's trying to say.
And then I need
Oh,
one
I
size.
only get one free. Oh my
I need
God.
one size to be able to see something at a mid-length distance.
No,
So
James.
what I found is for almost the same price,
What the?
I can actually just do this, and like
This is okay. I'm gonna make this real succinct. This is the 2 laptops theory
what are you
in
talking
glasses
about?
form. Instead of just getting one pair of glasses that does everything you
Looks
need,
like an
you've got
ant.
a bunch of different glasses that do different things, but not as well as the one thing could do both.
Listen, I've got a life hack, and you're jealous because you didn't think about it. And you got one.
James has
poor-
never scratched glasses
one-
before. You can tell.
Yeah, he just bought 4 brand new pairs of glasses and they're all fogged because he's just
Just running the screws over every lens.
but these are the chosen ones.
I think they look really good, and I think this is going to open up your commercial acting a lot. People like this.
But I don't want people to see me in these glasses. I'm just doing it in private places.
You should do
like the
you should do
internet.
one headshot with the glasses on
Yeah, I would.
next time you do headshots.
Because
Yeah,
it gives
it-
you an
it-
area of
it
sophistication.
definitely
Like, you know,
changes.
I could see you getting roles as like teacher or professor or, you know,
Nah, that's smart people stuff.
administrative
you
assistant.
You
They
could
know
get
what's
a role as like a science nerd, or they could cast you as like a history nerd, or a math nerd, or just someone who's nerdy.
Like math cool guy. Like guy who
no,
like
that's not what I'm
unconventionally
getting. I'm
takes
going
math
off of
and
what I'm
brings it-
seeing. I'm looking for like the guy people like push around in the hallway at high school, but he's old for some reason.
the detective that's come into high school trying to blend in.
Yeah.
He's with the cool
Ooh.
detective, but this
Wait,
time
can
it's
Can we write a it almost sounds like an anime, but it's a high school for young detectives.
yes.
All of the world's greatest detectives, kids and stuff come to
Oh
like
my
one
god,
school
that's really smart. That's really smart.
because they have
It
to be
could
protected from like all the villains that their parents have thwarted.
It's kind of
but
like
they're-
Hogwarts, but instead it's for detectives, and it's all of like, and there's a time traveling element, so they're getting the
Wait,
best
what?
detective.
So,
kids.
so,
What?
so,
Well, because you
are
gotta
you
get Sherlock
saying-
Holmes kid.
Yeah,
you
I was
gotta
going to
get-
say you could just have all the famous detectives, but they just all went to the same school together.
Well,
So, like,
yeah, you just fudge the numbers. Like it doesn't have to be
well, they're all from that area. You know, Sherlock Holmes. You know,
all
Hercule
the British
Poirot,
ones.
Agatha Christie. You could probably throw them all in one place.
What about
right?
Monk? What about
Yeah, what about Monk?
Like Monk's kid. Monk's kid's got to be there.
Prick is Monk.
What's Monk?
Yes, that's the question
You know
I'm
what Monk
asking.
is. You're saying that to mock us.
I'm not. I'm asking you a genuine
I'm
question.
talking Magnum PI.
Oh, Magnum PI. Yeah,
talking
yeah. Tom
Miami
Selleck.
Vice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but we're
talking-
talking Monk, which is Tony Shalhoub.
Oh, I don't know who Tony Shalhoub is.
Well, you're a Tony Shaboob for not knowing who the monk is.
Oh, well, pardon me.
He's one of those people that you hear like that he's tough to work with.
Tony Shalhoub?
Yeah, I heard that.
I did not hear that.
I mean, I could just be perpetrating a bold-faced rumor, but
Yeah.
that is what I heard.
I mean, he's got the word lube in his name, so it's just sounds like a porn star,
He's
to be
slick.
honest.
He is slick.
Yeah, you don't see it coming. All right, well, I got to go write the show, me and ChatGPT. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was going to say the other reason why we're not doing fan mail next week is I won't be here either because I will be traveling to Gamescom.
Gamescom.
What airborne virus do you suspect you'll catch there?
Well,
Yeah, Danny.
hello, Zach. How are you, my friend?
Zach already has it. You can hear it in his throat.
Oh man, what's up, nerds?
It's
What
nice
are you
to
doing? Where have
see
you
you here.
been? Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, you can't see me yet. Just wait till you see me. Then, oh god.
There he is. Beautiful.
Before we
Oh,
get too
beautiful.
far off
Look at
of
this.
it, here's a quick question. Oh, there he is.
Why have
God,
you come?
look good.
Why have you come dressed as
He
Barney
does
Rubble?
look good.
Just like Barney Rubble. This is insane.
Wait, is that Fred Flintstone's friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're the live action version.
You're not even Fred Flintstone?
Barney Rubble.
Yeah, that's
Because he wears the fucking leopard print thing, doesn't he? That looks exactly like that.
I thought Fred wore that too.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they all do. They
I
all
think
live
so.
in the Stone Age. Oh,
So you're
And we
saying
live in the
this
Stoner Age,
Gamescom?
man.
What is the com part? What is the com part of Gamescom?
Computers.
community. Games community.
Games, computers.
Games community.
You guys remember when Comp USA was a thing?
Someone asked me that question the other day, and as it turns
USA
out,
still exists.
before it became huge, there was a smaller event which was held somewhere else in Germany called Gamescon, which is what a lot of people still tend to say.
Which means conference.
Conference, yeah. But when they changed, something happened, and that's when it changed to become really big. And then for whatever reason, they couldn't use that name anymore, so they changed it to Gamescom. But anyway, I mean, to be fair, it's the biggest gaming event in the year at this point. The last E3, I think, when we were looking the other day, had about 69,000 people attending it. Always been my lucky number. And
69,000.
yeah, and game.
Wait, did E3 happen?
Games. No, 20. The last one, which was in
More
2019.
people in your
Oh.
sex
one-
life.
I was like, wait, did you just tell me E3 didn't happen so that I wouldn't go?
No, it didn't happen. No, but Gamescom last year did about 280,000. Like, it's huge. Like, there was so many people there. It was great.
I mean, I guess those are big Europe numbers.
Great. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go. But I'm going on Monday.
Are you going to mask up this time?
Mask up. Oh well,
Wear a
I
mask.
literally had COVID 3 weeks ago, so I'm.
You gonna rob
I
a bank?
know.
You gonna rob a bank, Danny? Mask up.
No, I
Or you
mean,
gonna
like I
French
said,
people again?
I
You gonna tongue kiss everybody.
no. To be
There was
honest,
a lot of
when
time
I
kissing
went to
the last
Gamescom last year, I didn't catch anything. But I also had
Which one
COVID
did
3
you
weeks.
get it at?
There's one in Brighton, which is like a seaside
Yeah.
place, and I caught it again at Brighton this year. So it's exactly
Yeah.
the same thing. But because I'm immune, maybe I'll just walk around just soaking it all in. Nothing will happen. I've already had it. It's
I'm
fine.
immune. I'm
Oh,
immune.
man.
I'm
That's
immune. Well,
Pinnacle of man, walk around with no fear.
to be fair, the first time I caught COVID, it was an absolute fucking shit
Patient
show.
zero.
But when I caught it a few weeks ago, it was still pretty rough, but it wasn't. It was a lot better than it was the first time.
You're getting used to it, is what
Getting-
you're saying.
I'm getting used to having the old COVID.
Jeez Louise.
He's building up a tolerance
If you
for
get
it.
long enough COVID in between, it's like there's such a short lull of not having COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to
feel
tell.
Normal.
Yeah.
Oh my! Doesn't Carl Pilkington say something like that? Like it's nice to get sick, so you know you appreciate being healthy.
Yeah,
But you
exactly.
forget.
You have to get
Like a
it's
couple
like
of weeks after being sick, you're like, "Oh, this is how I've always felt, and will always feel."
to be honest, I've already forgotten that I had it. To be honest, I only remembered because you
Oh
brought it
my
up. Like
gosh.
and it was only a couple of
Yeah,
weeks
I
ago.
think about it
so.
constantly.
Well, Danny has brain fog. Is the problem.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I already had long COVID before COVID existed, so like it doesn't really matter.
I had long COVID before it was cool, guys.
Literally.
The COVID hipster. All right, new show idea: the COVID hipster.
The COVID hipsters, exactly. Yeah, it's going to be a money spinner.
There was an uptick of COVID from the Taylor Swift concerts that were running for like a week here in LA.
Is that why I know so many people with COVID?
Yes. I sent this in a private message, but I just have to get it out because maybe my best joke of all time. I texted someone. I was like, "Oh, it looks like everyone's catching Tay fever."
Oh, that is pretty good.
And then sent him the article, like hay fever, but Tay fever, but it's COVID.
Anyway, my point being,
now they're all a bunch of snifties.
Wait, Dark Page has a question about the dark beard.
Well, we already talked about that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did it off camera though.
We didn't. We did it on camera.
It was off camera. I thought.
No, we did it on camera because that's when I put my glasses on. Let me take another look at this.
Jesus Christ, Danny!
What?
It's dark, right? It's handsome.
Well, yeah.
It's only about as dark as yours are. I mean, what's the?
I know, but are you hoping
but
that's
you don't
going
have
to protect
dark hair
you from COVID?
No, I don't need it. No, my immunity protects me from COVID.
This contrast is
I have
crazy.
no hair.
It's like
Thank you
a
very much.
hard-boiled egg was dropped in the dirt or something.
It doesn't get lighter than this, if I'm honest.
Oh, it's like a kid. What is that? Remember, isn't there like a thing when you're like with a magnet?
Oh, the magnetic things? Hair? Yeah. Oh, those are so fun and useless. I feel
like if we held a magnet close enough to your face, that stuff would just fall or pulled off.
Oh my god!
You're trying to act like an adult like this whole time, but you're actually a kid.
You want me to shave it off?
Standing on a Mikey's shoulder?
No, do not shave it off. Grow it.
No, don't. Yeah,
it
looks great.
Try to grow it a little higher than the ears. Just go a little higher.
Jesus.
I don't come here to get insulted by him. Fucking Barney Rubble over here.
Zach.
I didn't even bother to get dressed this morning. Just rolled straight onto this stream.
Well, to be fair, this is formal wear in Hawaii. Yeah. He's going to a wedding after this.
That thing is, I totally would.
Yeah, we know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, there's a picture of me at a wedding with a Johnny Cupcakes t-shirt that just says, "Do more of what makes you happy," and everyone's dressed in really nice suits except you can just see this jackets. And I have my slung over backpack too. I brought to the wedding because I didn't have anywhere to stay, man. I got nowhere else to go. Oh, the filet was great though. The filet was great.
Filet of what? Jackfruit?
Mignon.
Yuck.
Right, sorry. Filet of lion's mane mushrooms.
Ooh, I have a big old bucket of lion's mane.
When did that happen? Why is that now like the mushroom everyone's all about?
It's really good for your brain. It's like extraordinarily healthy for you.
Why that coming from you and after hearing your glasses situation?
I take it every day.
For pointing out the irony of...
If you want a healthy brain like mine, eat a bunch of lion's mane.
You take the lion's mane, you dip it in some LSD.
Be right back.
This is some bad marketing. Someone got some bad info.
Oh, sorry. I've been macro dosing. Not micro. Completely different. Is this shirt tripping you out, man? No. My friend, or I'm going to already call her, or they, a friend, a coworker, made this for me. That's very nice.
That's cool.
Yeah. Tie-dye. She wasn't, or they weren't sure I was, that kind of guy.
A tie-dye guy?
Yeah. So they did it like a dark tie-dye instead of like colors. But the Johnny Cupcakes company, I just bought a tie-dye t-shirt from them that's like the colorful style.
Tie-dye's coming back.
Right?
When I leave the house, I try to have at least one tie-dye thing on me at all times. I have tie-dye Crocs, a tie-dyed Adidas hat, tie-dyed swim trunks that I normally wear, and a tie-dyed Gentle Barn shirt. I'll go all out. I don't care.
Tie-dye chonies, and that's only seen by the special people in your life.
The tie-dye is kind of like the dress of my people from up in Humboldt.
You're asking my people and the hippies, or what?
Yeah.
What are your
Yeah.
people exactly?
Yeah, the hippie people up in Humboldt.
The hipster hippies. Yeah, man, bringing it back. Good on you. Someone's got to do it. Yeah, no, there's lion's mane like up in my brother's fridge that they left. Anyway, I've been eating it like they marinated it with teriyaki sauce or something. It's pretty good.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, but it tripped me out, the texture, like how it ended up.
Yeah, it's because it's grainy. It's like,
Yeah, it almost
you
reminded
can
me of
make
seitan. Is that how you say it?
Seitan?
Seitan? Yeah.
Seitan?
Seitan. Get out of here, Seitan.
Seitan.
Oh.
I mean, seitan is the best meat alternative possible.
It's hard to find sometimes. It doesn't always, like, there's been times where we go months where we don't see it.
You know where they have it, and they have it labeled as just high gluten flour, is at Whole Foods.
Really?
But they don't call it seitan powder anymore or whatever, but it's like 90% gluten, so it is what it is.
Oh, I've never made it myself. I've only bought it pre-made.
90% gluten, 10% seitan.
It's really good. It's a kind of an involved process to make it, but I think it's worth it.
Don't you have to ferment it or something?
No, you just
have
mix
to
it with
ferment it.
you mix it with like broth or whatever kind of thing you want to, like the liquid that you want to mix it with, and it turns into this like gelatinous like brain type thing.
Yeah.
And then you can break that into pieces, and then you like can like simmer it. You simmer it for a long time, and then pull that off, and then you can slice it up into
however much time you want to spend preparing it, but then you put it in the trash because it's disgusting.
Gross. No, it's really good. Really, that means you're a bad cook, not that the seitan.
I am the greatest cook.
That's like being like, oh, tofu is disgusting. Like tofu tastes like whatever you do to it.
It's true. I just drown that shit in soy sauce, and I'm just eating sodium.
I've been cooking in diarrhea for years, and I hate it.
Why does it taste like shit?
Shit.
Man.
But I love fried tofu. It's not even like the flavor, but if you can get the outside of it to be like crispy, that's my favorite way. And then, obviously a flavor would be nice, but that part of it is what makes it good to me.
You're telling me you like something fried?
If you go to an Asian market, you can buy like pre-fried tofu chunks.
Really?
Yeah, like if you went to the mitzvah, they would have like it's like in a little, like you would buy a steak in those little styrofoam things. You can get pre-fried tofu, and then you just throw it straight into your stir fry. And
that was my nickname in high school. Wow. Pre-fried tofu.
Pre-fried tofu?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What's the innuendo?
My testicles. They're just
okay. Moving on. Danny, you got any videos for us to look at?
Come on.
We never really got to hear Danny's. What is the adventure of Gamescom going to look like? You have to wake up at what time to get to where?
Yeah. What time do you need to wake up to get COVID?
The only thing I was going to say I travel on the Monday. And then on Tuesday is when we build the booth and stuff. So that's the Tuesday.
Wait, we have a booth there?
No, we don't.
Awesome.
It's an amazing.
It's for his real job. It's for his real modding website job.
It's what can I say?
I felt sick. I was like, we have a booth. That's sick.
I'll tell you what my little plan is, right? And you can, I'm gonna get a bunch of games.
How much is a booth at Indiecade?
The booth, we could never afford. The booth is so expensive. We have
$20,000.
We have a small booth with one meeting room, which has been set up with a bunch of stuff. So it's got like a TV and meeting place. We have a demo pod so people can come up and play some games, and we have like a little coffee bar thing where people come and get a free coffee. And it's not a huge amount of area, but we've got that set up. And I can't remember the exact price, but yeah, it's like somewhere between 10 and 20. It was a lot.
I think like $20,000 was the cheapest that used to be for like E3 when I don't remember what we knew what the numbers were for Activision, and it was absolutely like absurd. And then even the tiny booths, like you couldn't get it under $20,000. And that's kind of how much it costs to get the booths. If you have a big booth at NACA where they do like the college conventions, it's really expensive to get booths.
The reason
which seems like it's like a scam.
It's expensive. The only reason why why it's somewhat cheaper is because it's part of well, it's called IGEA, but it's effectively the Australian Board of Trade for video games, so they kind of
cool
chip in somewhat for the space.
That's awesome.
But yeah, anyway, so that's that. But my plan is on the Wednesday, which is the first day the thing will actually be open, but not to the public, just to the trade, if you like.
All right, I got it's a 12 square meter. Yeah, it's gonna cost us $3.5 grand
at Gamescom.
At Gamescom.
Yeah, I don't
whereabouts? 3.5 meters squared. So you would fit into it just about. And how much is that?
I'll do it.
12.
I'll do it.
12 square meters.
Is that in the indie space? Because a lot of people in the indie space have they just basically have like market stalls. It's that kind of vibe. It's actually quite cool though, because you can just kind of wander around and check it out.
Yeah. Oh, look. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna go. Let's see what an island stand will cost. Okay, that's barely even anymore. 2-corner stand. What we want to do here, guys?
Yeah, 2-corner stand.
Well, how are you boys getting there to run this fucking booth?
I was going to donate money to Maui, but like this seems more like a worthy cause.
Anyway, this is great, but
wow.
my plan is thus. I'm going to bring a bunch of stickers, GameFront stickers.
Oh, okay. Good.
With a QR code on the back, which takes you to the website. Kind of like that, but in the shape of the GameFront logo. The thing. So, and I'm going to leave them lying around everywhere. So that's one plan. Or I'm just going to start handing them to people when I get time.
Oh, be like those guys who hand out CDs on like Venice Beach and then ask them for money.
That's what we used to do when we were File From back in the day when we went to E3. We would effectively hire just 2 good-looking women, because that was the thing that was acceptable back then, to basically stand on the street corner outside of E3 and just hand out leaflets and T-shirts and stuff. You guys want some stickers? That was pretty much the situation. There's a video of that somewhere on the website. Anyway, going into dark territory.
Yeah, there's a video of that on another website too.
I'm sure there is. But anyway, my point being is that I'm going to try on the Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I should have a little bit of space somewhere where I can go wandering around all the different booths and things before it's open to the public. So I'm going to try and live stream that from my phone. I don't know how well that's going to go, but I'm going to give it a try. So while there'll be no fan mail next week, I will try and do that. Some kind of a live stream. You should
sticker everyone else's booths.
Like well, I wasn't going to stick them to things, but maybe.
Oh, what do you do with stickers?
Back of toilet doors. So when you're taking a shit, Gamefront.
Gamefront.
Hey,
can we actually get a sticker? Did we have that of their faces?
Money.
James and
yeah, we did at one point, but no one's going to recognize, Jesus and Ron Burgundy on the sticker.
Did you put the the QR code on there?
There'll be a QR code on the Peely bit.
Okay. Sorry, I was spacing off. I was looking for a place where we can get a booth here in LA.
What do you want to be in LA for?
Live streaming all day.
Okay.
It's just a random booth somewhere
at a random convention. Any convention that'll have us. Hot Tub Con.
Oh,
nice.
That's fun. You
hot tub stream.
Yeah.
A hot tub stream would be fun. Anyway,
send him some tank tops, Danny. Tank tops and Gamefront.
Oh yeah, I need to send you. I need to ship you
pasties will do.
And then you get some branded water pistols or those pump guns, so you can spray at people and really piss them off.
But anyway, so yeah, my plan is I'll try and do the live stream on Wednesday. So I'll try and stream from Gamescom on Wednesday, and then on the Thursday or the Friday is when the public is in. So that's when I'll try and give all the stickers away. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The reason why I was having a drama before, which is why we were a little bit late, is because I just found out the day that I travel back, which is the Saturday, Everyone's on strike, so all the railways are on strike. Like all the different, transport workers are all on strike. So I was trying to figure out a way I could get home again. So the plan at the moment is I'm going to have to take a train from Germany to Brussels, and then a train from Brussels to London, which will take 4 hours altogether, and then from London a 6-hour coach journey.
All together?
Oh no, this is
a train. A train from Germany to London you can do in 4 hours?
Yeah, easy.
Oh, James just figured out how small Europe is.
It's not small, but we just have fast trains.
It's tiny compared to America.
Yeah, I mean, well, Britain certainly is.
James was just talking about flying to one of our most northern metropolises and then driving for 10 hours north and still not being in Canada. We're huge.
We're gonna drive for 10 more hours.
Yeah, Zach's losing his mind right now.
There's a little bit of America that pokes inside of Canada.
Britain is,
and that's where I'm going.
Is that near New York?
Yeah, it's above
a 4-hour
Lake
train
Michigan.
ride to New York.
Oh man, fucking stupid.
Yeah, crazy.
No, I mean, Britain is about the size of a small state, I think, roughly.
Small state like what? Rhode Island?
Yeah, Delaware.
Delaware.
Anyway,
but that's crazy. So what's the whole like trip home? Is it going to be like 8 hours?
Yeah, leave at something like 7 o'clock in the morning, and then get home again at like 9 o'clock at night. And you have to consider that that's including. Technically, there's an extra hour in there because of the time zone change, so it's going to be a long day.
I'd be going to
But
Germany all
you're
the time.
gaining an hour, right?
You lose an hour on the way there, and you gain an hour on the way back. I think.
James, England is about the same size as Louisiana.
Yeah.
Wow.
Europe is 1 hour ahead of me. So I actually.
Wait, what?
No, I'm not. We're not in Europe.
Oh, he's a real Brexiter.
No, I'm just saying. It's not the same time zone.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Tell the time zones about the political situation. The time zone isn't the same.
Well, I mean, it'd be like in America. You'd be like, "Oh, I'm not from America."
Well, it's Arizona.
It's a different time zone.
Arizona doesn't do time change.
But
we shouldn't either. Honestly.
They're literally called.
I mean, I totally agree. Universal time. Everybody has.
We also got to fix our friggin' clocks with our leap years, the calendar with the leap year and stuff. There's a lot of problems with.
I say we go back to the Mayan calendar. I think they had it figured out.
Didn't it run out?
You know what? I'm glad I don't have to travel with you guys, because trying to have any kind of logistical conversation is just a nightmare. Because we're trying to book things, and you guys are fucking looking at Mayan calendars and trying to fucking count things on an abacus, and I don't really know.
Danny, as long as you use universal time, if you used the universal time code, I would absolutely be able to figure it all out.
Yeah, but do you know what the problem with that is?
No.
That nobody else is using the universal time code. So if you want to make,
it's okay. But if you and I agree that on the side we're going to use universal time code,
but
screw the rest of the world. Let them catch up.
But it's kind of important when you're trying to catch a train at a certain time, and they say 3 o'clock in the morning. You turn up at 3 o'clock in the morning UTC when it was, actually 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever time zone they're working in, and then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? You have to.
Yeah. You gotta translate some of it, but like if you like, I gotta take
because you're making life harder for yourself. Where are you? What time is it where you are? That's the time you work on.
Yeah, I don't know what time it is here.
Do you want me to tell you? Oh my goodness.
It is 10:50.
It's 10 to 11, is it?
Yeah,
10 to 11 in the morning. Right, shall we do some comments?
Let's do it.
Well,
I watched some of this first one. You suck
Europe's
at parking.
bigger than the United States.
Lol. Get wrecked.
It's 1.04 times as big as the USA.
That's why I was saying Britain's like a state. Like each country in Europe is like a state, effectively.
But we're talking Turkey to Portugal, Portugal to Ireland, Ireland to Belarus. A lot of countries in between those.
Okay, so have we shown? Yes, you suck at parking.
Yeah.
The game looks really cool. It kind of has the graphics of like off-road racing, but I wonder if it's got a similar feel to something like a Roundabout, which I loved.
It sounds. What's the gameplay in Roundabout? I'm guessing you basically have to stay on the roundabout as long as possible, or something like that.
No,
or...
your car keeps spinning 180 degrees everywhere you go, and you have to like and drive that way.
Is that the one with the live video interludes?
The best live video interludes in the world, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it felt like really difficult controls, and like mastering the controls was the game in of itself.
Yeah, the thing with You Suck at Parking is that it's not the most difficult thing to drive necessarily, but you can't stop, right? Which makes it even harder. So then when you're trying to do like S-turns and slaloms and things, it's really hard because you can slow down a little bit, but you've got to be careful that you don't stop. So that adds an element of fun to it. And then when you throw in all the different environmental obstacles, yeah, it's really fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Can you slow down?
You can slow down, but you have to make sure you don't stop. It's basically the thing. So, and then there are certain environmental obstacles that you either have to slow down for or speed up for, because like, you know, the punch glove, for example, you can't, because it'll punch you off the course and things like that. Or there's like rotating obstacles that you have to time it right so that you have to go through at the right time, but then you can't stop to wait for it to come around. So you have to basically commit, or you know what I mean? Like you can't take your time with it. It basically forces you to keep moving, which is, I think, what makes it fun, because you're constantly having to try and think 2 steps ahead. So it's, it's good. It's a really good game. I enjoy it a lot. I'm glad we're keeping Zach's interest. Anyways, Pelagius.
Pelagius comes in with a big good game. Danny is on fire, literally, and many, many times. Yeah, you were. That was the cool thing I saw in there, is like you get on fire and you got to like sweep yourself through somewhere to take the fire off, or just try not to start on fire in the first place, right? Yeah,
if you set yourself on fire, you can either go into a waterfall or a car wash or something like that. If you hit somebody,
just like real life.
Yeah, like exactly. If you hit another car, it transfers the fire from you to the other car. Or there's like sometimes there's like unlit fire pits, and if you drive through them, it'll light the fire pit up, and you'll stop being on fire
and take your fire away. Because physics.
Yeah, exactly. But you can only be on fire for a certain amount of time before your car just explodes and you're out. So it's kind of adds even more tension to the already tense situation.
Kamikaze says, "How can Danny be so good at this game, but struggle with Pizza Tower?" Which also you can never stop moving. No, you can stop moving. You just don't want to take too long because you want to build your combo up in Pizza Tower.
Yep.
But
James
you have
has
the
never
choice.
played Pizza Tower. He's just guessing.
Oh, I love Pizza Tower. It's a very fun game.
We all like pizza.
And towers of it. Actually, just saying it out loud is making me hungry. The vehicle physics reminds me of RC Pro-Am in an NAS game. I was thinking, actually, I think that is what I was saying off-road, but I think RC Pro-Am is exactly what it was.
Off-road is one of my favorite games of all time.
This game looks like almost an updated RC Pro-Am off-road style racing game.
I had off-road on my Game Gear.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. I was blowing through AA batteries.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, aesthetically, like those kinds of top-down tracks with like it kind of reminds me of Micro Machines back in the day and stuff like that.
The old one, right?
Yeah. You know, where you used to drive around the kitchen table and stuff.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of a thing, sort of. But a lot harder.
There was also a really cool racing game by Blizzard called Rock and Roll Racing, and I don't know why. Like, there's no. I really enjoyed the like get out of the screen to win a point kind of racing style. Not that it's the only version of racing I like, but I think there should be more opportunities for that style of racing game.
Has anyone seen the Twisted Metal movie yet?
I thought it was
series.
a show.
It's a series?
I know, right?
Holy moly.
So Will Arnett does the voice of
Sweet
what
Tooth?
is his name? Sweet Tooth, yeah.
Hmm.
And then Anthony Mackie's, the main character. The first episode was okay.
Was it?
I mean, yeah, it was better than I thought, but at the same time, it kind of felt
raving
cheap.
reviews from Zach.
Yeah, that means it was really, really good.
Do you think you might do toilet movie reviews as well?
Well, I watched most of it on the toilet and on my phone, just like how David Lynch wants us to experience the entertainment in our life in cinema.
Wait,
you're
what's
welcome,
David Lynch have to do with this?
He thinks watching things on your phone is bullshit.
David Lynch?
Yeah. It's already I guess I'm still saying my glowing review is the fact that I was barely paying attention on my tiny little phone while, one of my hands was guaranteed going to be going
just
near
as an
my
aside,
butthole.
you're not supposed to spend extra time on the toilet. Like if you're not actively
we had to get the fire truck or firefighters involved because I lost feeling in my legs. Because after that I rewatched Ted Lasso.
Well, this is what his rating system is going to be based on, right? Like the depending on how well he can walk after the review depends on how good the game is. Like if his legs are ready to fall off, it's a 10 out of 10 IGN. If it's
we're gonna have to start counting it hemorrhoids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How many hemorrhoids? Out of there we go.
Did you? Are we allowed to talk about the pilot episode that you did, that you kind of did of your toilet reviews series? Is that a story worth telling or no?
I've already forgotten what you're talking about.
Well, you said that you didn't shoot it, but you did a live performance, I think, for somebody.
Oh yeah. my girlfriend at this time. Ooh. Strong. Anyway, I decided to FaceTime her while I was taking a shit
and reviewed a video game.
That sounds like a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, no, she enjoyed it.
I thought you said she wasn't on board for the idea. If it was Dragon's Den, it'd be an I'm out, wasn't it?
Well, she wasn't she didn't hang up, and also she was just in the other room. So it wasn't
she didn't hang up, so
away.
That's a good sign. Yeah,
if she wanted, she could have hung up and then banged on the door and been like, "Fuck you, don't do that again." But she was okay with it. I think we have a healthy relationship. Everything's going great.
For the version that we put on the channel, you have to be covered up, I think is the feedback that we got.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Covered up where?
All of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just assumed you would shoot it from like the waist up.
Nope.
I was gonna actually shoot it, from.
You gotta get the toilet.
Yeah, it's from the feet up, but the way the stuff goes into the toilet bowl, no one's gonna see. It's gonna be just.
No, but plastic. you need to have it around your knees.
Plus,
or something.
I have a substantial stomach that it's kind of one of those things where I haven't seen my dick in probably a good while.
Dark Page, if you were worried about us turning into IGN, this should be reassuring you right now that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You're
How
safe.
did you get 5 ads?
Oh, Twitch. Just Twitch, being Twitch.
It's Danny in the background just forcing Dark Page. Ad. No one else is having to watch ads. It's just all fucking Dark Page.
Anyway, just to round off, Kamikaze says, if this game helps your relationship with Zach, what would a game like Bread and Fred do to it? What's Bread and Fred? Have you played that?
I've never heard of Bread and Fred.
No, I never heard of that. That sounds fun. Bread and Fred.
Bread and Fred. We need to check that out.
I Am Toast? Is that an alternative name for I Am Toast?
Like Fractured Fairy Tales used to have 2 names during those.
Bread and Fred.
Oh, it looks really cute.
Oh, I Am Bread.
Oh, look, penguins. I didn't expect penguins.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got to play this.
Oh my god.
Oh, I spelled bread wrong. I'm looking at something different, guys.
Brad and Fred?
Nope. Wait, look, leave it to Zach to not get the one nasty reference I make ever.
I don't get it.
Holy
he had 2 E's in there, buddy. He had 2 E's.
He still doesn't get it. It's fine. Let's move on.
Freed?
Belabor the point.
This actually looks like a good co-op platformer.
It looks really cute.
You have to work together to kind of progress. Like,
I think we should play it.
Yeah, I think we should play this. It looks like a pixel version of It Takes Two, maybe.
And it's $15. That's
$15.
That's a deal.
There's a demo too.
That's a steal.
Let's effing go.
Don't play the demo. Just do the whole thing. Full playthrough.
100%.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down. We'll do that. Good suggestion. Returnal, episode number 4.
Lex Martle.
Lex Martle, loving those videos. It's fun to see you learn the game. Must be a bit harder than usual since your sessions have some gaps in between. Can't wait for the next ones. And yeah, those suits, they're the devil incarnate. The dev knew. They knew. Curiosity and greed will make the gamer press to avenge. There's I don't know how much you guys played of Returnal, but there are the bodies of somebody else that died, kind of like you find like a blood spot in Dark Souls. But when you see where they ended up dying, that's their body, and you can take something off of their body, but then all of the things that killed them show up, and you have to avenge the death of that person to get their
that's
things.
cool.
It is, but it's like unapologetic. It's just the worst. It's so hard. I've never actually beaten any of the things.
Well, you only want to pick it up if it's something really, really good, right?
We don't know what it is, but it is
it's
usually
a random
something
item.
really good. I don't know if that it's random, but I don't. I've never gotten it, so I don't know what it is.
You've never done this.
I've never been
but
able
you're
to
complaining
accomplish
about it.
Because I keep getting tempted to do it because I'm like, well, it's early on in the game. I don't have that much to lose. Let's see. I've got a lot of health. Let's see what happens. And every time I just get destroyed.
Elmana Mike 028 copy pasta. Good to see you back at it, Jibs. Go easy with them candles.
So I have the title, which I'm probably going to abandon, but I said I'd like to keep it going where it's the return of Returnal, and it's just like a long string of it. And I said I could just, if anybody had any suggestions of how to keep that going, I'll copy pasta it right into the title. But yeah, so this is the return of returning to Returnal Heaney style. And I just don't see many more expansions of that without...
I think this one is the return of the returning to the return of Returnal Heaney style. That's
yes.
named it, yeah.
And I would like to keep that... I would like to keep that theme going, but if I don't...
What's the character limit on titles? You're going to run out soon.
I don't know. I didn't even consider that.
210, bottom.
I don't remember that one. Surprise, surprise.
Should we take a look?
It's probably not worth it.
210. Why do you? So you do remember it because you know it's bad.
No, I don't remember it.
He
but
just knows that it's bad, a bad joke or a bad.
It's probably a bad joke if it gets a bit up.
If he doesn't want you to watch it, he knows that he's done goofed.
Are always gonna be a little shitty. It's the equivalent of getting the runs in the video game. Getting the runs. Oh, that is pretty funny because I keep talking about how sometimes your turns are really short and not good, and then I said the bad runs, and it's like it is the equivalent of getting the runs, like diarrhea. So it is not funny.
133.53. It's incredible how your mind thinks you got the health item and start playing like a pro with just in reality a hair of health bar left and took down all the remaining enemies. Great job.
Oh, we have
James.
to watch this.
It's in his mind. It always is. 133.53.
Well, at least he had the false confidence to pull the gig off. That's the impressive bit.
Come on, don't puppy guard it. What was that?
Where's the trying to heal?
I think he went through that green thing and he thought he healed.
Okay.
Oh, that probably is what it was.
It's a miracle.
Oh,
But
this
you
game
don't
looks
get hit once during any of this.
It is crazy.
Yikes.
Those guys are really hard.
That was great.
Good job, James. I mean, also
Thank
bad
you.
job for not healing properly, but still good job.
I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like you can't really. There's only limited heals. Even if you find a heal, you don't necessarily want to use it because you want to have that for when you go into the boss, which I've never beaten. I've only seen the boss, I think, 2 or 3 times at the most. And it's really difficult. The boss is insane. Just spraying bullets everywhere.
Pill, well, at least you're gaining some consistency. You gotta be trolling. How else do you explain it? 55. You even remembered what the astronaut figurine does, yet went with plus 25% max HP instead of revive with full heal. Oh, this game is gonna take a long time to progress.
Mm-hmm.
In James's defense, he took the item with the bigger number. 25 is bigger than 1, which is obviously true, I guess. But thinking about it, it's negative 26 hit points that he got from the max HP if you upgrade takes your current HP and not base versus 105 that he could get from revive.
Mm-hmm.
My man, you took my hilariously bad math joke answer too seriously. I was pointing out a technically true but irrelevant fact that sounds good to distract James from realizing his poor decision making is for his own survival and risk assessment is actually being criticized. I know. It's rather the part of me wanting for James to succeed and get to some new content. Otherwise, we'll be stuck in the early area for another 10 videos. So when reading this convo on fan mail, James receives information twice. Thus, maybe something sticks, unless it's the part with 125% is bigger than 1 astronaut. He didn't do that bad against the boss except for the first attempt in this video where he decides to go melee right after entering phase 3 and also accept the last attempt where James is panic shooting the air. Fun.
So here's my argument.
Nope.
I don't exactly know what so first, if you get more max health and then afterwards I purchase the revive, then not only do I get the revival that has that health, but I also get the health that's revived when I have a higher max health.
You're fighting with people that aren't here.
I know, but I just want to say this also out loud. So, if there's only limited heals and you can beat the whole area and then you got to go into the boss, if I've left behind this revive, I can go and purchase that. But if I've used it as I'm scrubbing the early parts of the level, then I'm in trouble.
Has there ever been a more condescending tone?
I'm visualizing Pill as Obi-Wan Kenobi and just saying, "I have the high ground, Heaney."
I think Pill's point is that if you have a full health bar and you basically run that down and then you get to revive with a full health bar again, you've effectively got double the health bar as opposed to 25% more health bar, which is what you chose.
Mm-hmm. But if I get 25% more health every time I heal it, that's the gift that keeps on giving. I can get that. If I heal up 5 times and it's for full health, then I've done even more healing. And every heal I get in the further parts of the game,
you need to remove those lenses from those glasses.
I don't think you understand.
I poke you in the eyes.
But you get a full health bar for free.
Don't. There's no point. Can we move on?
Yes, I think we have to.
You're gonna argue math with these glasses?
I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm.
Oh yeah, do I have glasses? I want to be a part of the glasses crew.
What are these glasses? Are those welding goggles?
Hard struck at Frike.
I think Frike is the area he's in. Hard stuck. I think he means that he's not going anywhere because he's making bad decisions, perhaps.
Hard stuck at Frike. I thought there was it was a fancy way of cursing, and I was like, I don't get it.
It could be.
It's quite a sight to behold, Zach, right now, because between the what do you call those aviators? The kind of the kind of Dr. Robotnik goggles that he's got going on. Combined with the RGB headphones, it's no, what they're like.
It's from the future.
They're like
steampunk kind of things. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost the remote for them.
Oh no! So you can't make the LEDs come on. They've got screens in the lenses, but he's lost the remote.
No, it's in my dad's car. Oh, my dad is an old man who's not supposed to drive the car, and I stupidly left the keys in the car. And he got in the car and crashed it.
Oh,
very bad. And then after crashing it, because he still wanted to go get himself some booze, he drove the car on a flat tire to the convenience store.
Oh,
yeah.
Why replace a tire when you can replace the entire wheel? You know.
Anyway, age gracefully, people. Age gracefully.
Yeah, I would also argue, and never mind, I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have been smoking so much weed out of soda cans when he was,
Hey,
Wait, is that bad for you?
Oh shit!
I mean, the heating up aluminum and smoking that's fine. It's the weed that's really the problem.
Okay, good.
You just keep heating up those aluminum cans.
Isn't it dangerous to leave your keys in the car ever?
Like in your driveway on a property in the middle of nowhere? No.
Or no, like when you drive around,
Yeah. Anytime
throw
you're
the
driving
keys
car.
out of the car.
Well,
I
Zach was
don't
telling
know
me the
if
other
in my
day that
entire
he
life
lived
I've ever
in.
left my keys like in my car. Well, that's a lie. I've definitely accidentally had them drop off, but I've never like left them in there.
When we were
Oh.
like we had like an old pickup truck out at our cabin in high school, the keys were always just in the ignition.
That's
It
crazy.
seems like you're begging for it to get stolen.
From who?
Well, Zach was telling me the other day
Who's out
that
there?
he the entire time he was living in LA, he didn't lock his car once.
Oh, I used to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently, it never got stolen.
Nah, it's fine.
So either he was driving a car that nobody wanted to steal, or
That's the
LA
trick.
hasn't got
That's
a
the trick.
reputation.
You just have to have a meter or make sure it's not like such a common car that it needs.
Or
to
you
be
set
plugged
up a
in or whatever.
bungee cord that will lop a person's head off if you shut the doors.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking saw trap when you get into
Oh,
Morgan's
man.
car.
The honey pop van. Open the door and you
What
just get
movie
your
was
head
that where-
clean off.
Where they had like a anti-theft flamethrower.
Maybe RoboCop, or maybe it was.
Maybe it was RoboCop. Yeah.
Well, I think it might be RoboCop, but there's also one of the Naked Gun movies. There's a moment where they're like in the testing thing, and like he's being shown by this one guy like this new contraption they have for like this woman's getting hijacked or like stuck up with while
that's
she's in
the
her
one.
car, and the thing comes out and grabs him by the crotch. Like this metal arm like comes out from underneath, grabs it, and then like it releases, but it's like crushing his crotch. And she drives away. He's just like, ugh. But I think there's a flamethrower.
Those are good movies. They hold up.
Yeah. Anna Nicole Smith has a dick in it.
This all
She
reminds me of
rests in
something really important, but I'll save it till the end.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Well,
Like a good dessert.
Like a good dessert. Speaking of aging gracefully, this is episode number 4 of Shared Souls. The Rooster TV3VO says, "Hi guys, I dig the thumbnail for this series. Great video."
Nice.
Well, thank
It
you.
is
I
a great
dig it as
thumbnail.
well.
It's a nice thumbnail, if I do say so myself.
1046. That was a heavy pour of whiskey, James.
It was not whiskey, for the record. I would. I
We'll
make
be the judge of that.
a real point of not drinking during the day. I feel like it's.
Is it
pretty
hard
big
for you
deal.
to do that?
No, but I mean, I
You can hear it,
literally
boy.
like. I don't think it's a good idea. Like even camping and stuff. I'll try to make sure I wait until even in celebration days. I'll wait until like at least 6 o'clock.
So if
Camping is the only time that I crack a beer right at breakfast.
That's what a lot of
6 a.m.,
people will
baby.
do, and I'm tempted
Yeah.
because like I was just camping a couple days ago.
Just for
and
camping,
it's tempting.
though.
Yeah, it's tempting,
Because
but
you're
I
just
feel
gonna
like.
drink for a while, then you take a nap in the hammock, and then you.
Yeah, fall asleep with
But
your
for
shotgun in
me,
your hand.
what will end up happening if I do that is I'll end up getting either really sleepy and fall asleep, or I'll end up getting hungover before I even go to sleep, and that'll ruin a whole day. So
I stayed out at that same cabin where that truck was for I don't know, like 2 weeks by myself. It's like in the middle of the nowhere, and I would sleep every night with one of those old Ruger like revolvers. And then every morning I'd wake up and make coffee, and while I was drinking my coffee, I would just unload the clip into our little shooting range.
Sounds
if you're
like the
wondering
dream,
if-
man.
If you're wondering if I had like a belt, like gunslinger belt for it, I did, and
That's
I
so
was wearing
funny.
it.
Your regular old Doc Holliday.
Something like that. I used to be really good with that thing. I could, shoot from the hip and stuff, but it's been a long time.
Could you shoot the dick off of a mosquito?
Jesus.
Yes, see you. We're gonna get down here and you do some pistol firing. I would blow my fucking tonsils out of my mouth because I fell asleep with a pistol. in my-
Little Sal's Botnet, Morgan the Cute, has graced us with a brand new look. Not gonna lie, it had me rattled for the first 5 minutes of the episode, but it does look great. Thank you. Keeping it clean. It's because I've been swimming and I can't be washing my hair all the time. It's annoying.
Isaac Sims says, "I need you guys to really hone in on your warrior wizard combo vibe. James, the pointy hat is a must. The weapons are great, except you need some kind of magic sword. The Knights in Rats Lucaria drops theirs, so it would be acceptable. Morgs, I don't know, man. Your weapon just doesn't block enough of the visible screen. I need to block. I need that bitch to block out the sun. Bit old Morgsy Pogsy with a bit of a squisher musher.
Yeah. Oh, there's a really good one we can go grab. One of my favorite weapons is just up in the northeast part of the lake. Show James another shortcut. Amon, this mod needs friendly fire.
Maybe we should put it on. You can turn it on.
No, James, no, because I'm the one that's up front fighting those guys hand to hand, and you're in the back. I'm just going to be.
If you want,
turn it on for one episode.
Lightning bolt.
Yeah.
I want you to turn it on for just one episode. I want to see how badly it goes.
It's good. It's going to go as well as our Remnant.
Exactly. I was going to say, if you've been watching myself and Zach on Remnant 2, you'll find out that friendly fire is just a godsend. It's just golden content. The great thing, I
can't help it, and he's so overpowered. You always take me down.
The amazing thing about Zach is he will start off. He'll basically cash a check that his ass can't cash, right? Like, he will literally start to shoot me in the head multiple times, forgetting that my character has an instant revival when I die. So as soon as my character dies, I instantly revive. He's got no health left because we've been popping shots at each other, so I can instantly kill Zach and just.
Jesus,
it's ridiculous.
You're a big old swinging dick.
Yep, that's what.
Get it.
And then he pops a heal down for himself, forgetting that I can heal off his heal as well. So I'll just stand in his heal ring and just shoot him anyway. It's ridiculous.
I get it. I'm stupid.
I'm going to put the Remnant 2 videos on the VODs channel at some point, Dark Page, so they'll be on YouTube as well. But if you want to watch the Remnant 2 stuff, it's all on Twitch. Every weekend.
2K1 1614 is just quintessential James effing Heaney.
1614. Really, yeah, it must be. 1614.
Oh, my controller's dead.
Oh, his controller's dead.
Oh, my controller died. That's right.
Are you using your PS5?
I think he's on keyboard and mouse here.
I am on keyboard and mouse.
And he doesn't know how to do anything.
No.
Do anything with mouse and keyboard.
Wow. Wait, I should be in charge of the camera
based on this.
Well, this is mouse and keyboard, Morgan. It's hard.
Found lock on.
I don't know if your controller would have died. You know what you probably would have done? Gave up.
Ran and got batteries.
Yeah, but that would have gotten you running and getting batteries is giving up.
Neither of you have an apartment big enough to run in. Let's just be fair, okay?
Sorry, I would take 2 strides to grab batteries.
Yeah, he just has to do a long stretch.
Got it, guys. Well, if I laid down, I could almost reach my batteries from here. They're on the other side of the room.
It's amazing to me how you can be in a situation where you're fighting a boss and you're learning the basic controls of the game because of a situation that you've managed to put yourself in by not plugging in the controller. I admit I use a wireless controller too, but I keep mine charged up.
Well, I usually keep mine charged up, but Erin played Disney Speedstorm. I'm going to blame it on her.
Ah, I thought that was your game.
That's I think it was. Oh, and you know what I did find out just recently
is about Disney
is that
Speedstorm?
while I have a lot of rechargeable batteries, even if I charge them, if they sit without being used, they don't stay fully charged for I don't know when it starts dying out, but you gotta charge them again.
About this, you gotta buy the real batteries. You can't get the generic ones.
If you get the Elite controller, I think the Elite controller anyway has an internal battery that you can just plug in to charge up, and it lasts forever. I've never run that flat.
No, let's see what Danny sent us.
You're welcome,
Danny. Dave.
Let's see. It's batteries.
Weird. Danny sent me this.
No, that's the one I've got. That's the Elite one I've got. Yeah, that one's got an internal battery.
Wow. Did Danny send me an Elite controller?
I didn't send you the Elite controller, did I?
I know. I was just trying to make him jealous.
Happy partner anniversary, Mikey.
Was that today?
No, it was yesterday, I think. It was when we were streaming Remnant 2 yesterday. I think a lot of people were saying happy partner anniversary.
I thought you guys were coming out as a couple. I was like proud of you guys. Mazel tov. Happy partner anniversary.
Well,
I think they're brothers, actually. That's
we're
what
brothers.
James told me.
Yeah,
Oh,
brothers
but
and partners in business.
I've seen Game of Thrones. You guys are all about that incest out there in good old Europe.
We're not in Europe.
just don't-
Bosox 2K1 says. No, we've read that one. Harvey, sorry, RS750. Should grab the rock slings spell from Kaled near to where the meteorite staff was, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we know where that's at.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. It's me. 4517, the juggler is back. This playthrough is just going to be Cool Kid Morg showing Old Man James how to video games.
I don't think we should watch that.
I want to see it.
that.
I got to rub your nose in it a little bit.
Well, it's better than my glintstone staff, that's for sure. But not better than the
maybe
gravity
not that.
staff.
Yeah, the gravity staff. Oh, okay, here we go. I found the underground.
What the fuck is happening?
Well, I have to have a torch. Well, like, it's a lot of stuff to juggle. This person's right. Their comment was this. It's a me. It's a me's right. I've got a lot of juggling to do, but once I learn how to keep it all in the air, it's gonna be great. And we gotta turn the friendly fire on.
Don't
Morgan,
you think that you would have learned in the first 180 hours of this game that you played?
It's better than my
A lot of people
glintstone
think it's
staff.
that last 20 hours of the 200 mark that you learn all the moves.
Morgan, do you remember that wrestler, the Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman from back in the day when he used to just wave the sticks?
Oh, is he an American wrestler? I never heard of him.
You don't remember Steve Blackman? Basically, he used to get two nunchucks and he used to juggle them around like this, doing all that business. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Google Steve Blackman, you'll remember.
Oh, yeah, I do know this guy.
And that's it, huh? That's all she wrote?
That's all she wrote this week. It's a short one this week. We can answer a few questions in the chat if you like. We'll give them a couple minutes to get through. But while people put their questions in, this is what I wanted to say till the end. You forgot your bike post story, James.
No,
Well,
come
I
on.
wanted to make sure that we had an uninterrupted hour. So this is the rest of the time. And once everybody asks
outta
their
here.
questions.
Get out of here.
I know we.
Let's see, do I have any other bike stories?
The people want an update on the bike post.
Yeah, there's no more updates. That life challenge has been solved. No more drama. I've been riding my bike back and forth many times. No more problems yet.
Cool.
I know it's a bit of a disappointment. It would be really nice to hear one more awful struggle for my bike to be working, but it just seems to be going now.
No, it's
It
fine.
impaled you in the butt, right? Is that what I recall?
I wouldn't call it impaled. It
Okay, but
sunk
you
in.
broke the seat. You broke the
It
seat.
sunk in. Yeah, I snapped the bike pole. I don't go to me into telling this
bait it
story
back
again.
into telling the story again. It's the worst. All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll
close.
see you on the next one. There will be no fan mail next week, so don't get your hopes up because it's not going to happen.
No fan mail, but maybe some. How friendly am I in person? That's a tough question.
Wow, that was.
Well, I mean, there's, because you can't judge yourself, and I haven't met either of these three gentlemen yet, so they can't really give you a fair assessment either.
Only person he can tell you about is Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitchell
You'll have
Saltzman.
to ask Mitch about how I am in person.
Best game
I'm
fun
sure
employee
he's
he ever met.
pleasant.
Yeah.
QA, what questions? There's no questions. You guys know everything about us.
What is going on? Well, anyway, next week, no fan mail, but I'm going to try and do a live stream at some point from Gamescom, possibly on the Wednesday. So stay tuned. I'll try and keep you all informed. On that note, we'll all say goodbye.
Live stream from the toilet and just put
Yep.
the stickers in there.
I'm
It's
going to
like,
live stream me just
make
sticking
noise,
stickers to the
noises from
back of
next
toilet
call
doors.
over and be like, GameFront.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, you can't stick that there.
I would have put it wherever I want.
Maybe that's how we can cover your modesty up for your review series. We'll just have to cover you up with a sticker.
Oh yeah, we'll just get like a little stand that's just like the joystick, and it just sits like right in front of between
The
your knees.
joystick.
Oh,
Yeah, cover my joystick, and you could use the joystick, and then I can use both your guys' face for the huevos, because those they don't line up as well as they used to. The huevos hang low. Hello, someone's here. Hi.
Bye.
Oh, my.
Nice chatting with you guys.